approaching Portofino.
Lots of boats.
Already some super mega yachts outside.
There's going to be much room in there for us. We're about to anchor in 26 metres of water, which is the deepest we've ever anchored. We've got no experience whatsoever of this. So it'll be an interesting experience. We're going to obviously use the engine to pull back on it and make sure that we're anchored well. That's just starting to move down. So it was dug in, but if you give it some welly, it's starting to drag. Well, we found ourselves a pretty place to anchor in the end. Portofino is just round that corner, and we moved because we weren't too happy with the anchorage over there. The anchor was dragging a bit as I pulled back on the engine. We've come here, we're anchored in about 30 metres of water. And again, we're not 100% happy, so we're going to have to do something before this evening, before we go to sleep. However, for the moment, we're just here, we're going to have some food, and then we'll deal with the anchor later on before we head to bed.
This is our lunch for today in this beautiful place. Chris, you want to say what that boat was doing 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, we were just relaxing in the cockpit. We were here and anchored before then, and when they anchored I thought, that's a bit close, isn't it? And you know, we'd have had different amounts of chain out and all the rest of it. Anyway, we were just sitting here relaxing, and the next minute the boats were going together and about to collide, so I had to get a couple of fenders out, put them in between. Rossella gave a superhuman
leg push and
shouted. Yeah, shouted that. So the guy wasn't there, he'd gone snorkeling, and his wife, I guess it's his wife, yeah, was inside, maybe asleep or something. Anyway, so they came out and she apologised, and when he got back he apologised. He said, sorry, I'll move the boat. There's no movement yet, so yeah, we're having to keep watch. We're going to move, basically. This is just round the corner from Portofino. It's really, really busy. Every few minutes another boat arrives and anchors right next to us. So, you know, even if we're comfortable with our anchor in here, we're not comfortable to leave our boat and go ashore, because while we're away we could have this happen again where another boat comes against ours. So we're just going to move down the coast. It should still be beautiful. We want to be comfortable where we're anchored and just then relax rather than always be on alert for boats banging into us. So we're going to do that now.
We're doing a detour over there because there are divers that we have to avoid. So we're gonna go to have a look there and then decide if we want to anchor there in some bay or maybe going back there for the older sailing boat anchor. Looks like we're going back over there.
Anchorage number 3 of today.
And we found a home for tonight and hopefully for the next few days.
Yeah, we think we found our nirvana. It's another busy anchorage. And it's deep water too. We're anchored in about 25 metres of water, which is again very deep for us. But you only get experience by doing stuff, don't you? So this is a deep anchorage. Anyway, to celebrate.
Portofino is there.
Yes, that's right, just round the corner. Just behind this wall here, just round there, is Portofino. So we'll be heading there in our tender too. And to celebrate our anchorage, we have a spritz.
Yes, without alcohol.
Yeah, there's no alcohol
spritz.
in this.
But anyway,
but it's like an
aperitif.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very nice.
Chin chin. Very nice. By the way, the reason why there are so many boats around is because in Italy, basically everybody goes on holiday in August, and most of all in this middle week. It's called like the 15th Ferragosto, and basically all Italy is on holiday, so this is the main reason, plus that obviously there are also tourists from around the world, but so it's not always like that.
yeah, it is very, very busy right now, but like Rose says, it's peak season, so don't judge too harshly. It's and also Portofino is a really, really famous place, so you know there are lots of places along the coast that we could have stopped to. We wanted to see this place because it's so famous, so we're not the only ones. Anyway, there we are. We thought we'd add that just for to not give people the wrong impression about Italy.
Yeah, exactly. You can also find period with peace and quiet.
Oh my god, it's crystal clear.
Oh, great.
I wish I had a GoPro to show you, but I dropped it in the sea, didn't I? Idiot.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Sun's going down now, and as you can see, it looks like a different bay. Nearly everybody's left, and there are only a couple of boats left now in this part of the bay anyway. And a helicopter, no doubt, with somebody very rich. But hey, I feel very rich right now because this is just absolute heaven. You couldn't ask for anything more in life. Rossella's inside, she's cooking carrots and potatoes. There's a very peaceful atmosphere this evening. And we've been a little bit experimental with the food. We use a pressure cooker, which is handy for a boat because they continue to cook even when the gas is off. And we made a kind of soup. I want us to take a moment, whilst we are anchored in this very particular place, to reflect on something that money can't buy. We are enjoying the same sunrise and the same scenery as the owners of the mega yachts nearby. The question is, which of us is enjoying a greater richness of experience? Is it us, with no one on board but me, Rossella, and our soon-to-be-born daughter, as we sit within touching distance of the sea? Or is it the owner of the mega yacht, who has a vast crew to serve their every desire as they sit behind tinted glass on one of their upper decks? We're all different, so you may see this differently to me.
But in my mind, although our entire boat literally costs less than a single refill of fuel for the mega yacht, I believe that we are the ones enjoying a greater richness of experience. What do you think?
Just want to show you something with our solar panels here. Normally, 95% of the time, they stay like this, which is just fixed in position as they would be on a fixed solar panel rail. However, sometimes, like now when the sun is over there, the boat is naturally sitting in this direction at anchor, and the panels are not really getting any sunlight, and the result of that is this. That's the voltage on the house battery, and because we've just turned on the fridge, we turn it off at night and we turn it back on again in the morning. It's dancing around all over the place, and basically the panels can't keep up with the demand as it is now. So I'm just going to rotate them to face the sun. It's really quick. It's just a case of slackening these two, and then you can rotate these panels 360 degrees and tilt them where you want them. So I'll do that now and then show you the difference. Here we are a couple of minutes later. There's the sun, and there are the panels. They're both pointing towards the sun and there's no shading on them. And if I just show you now what's happening inside the boat. There we are, voltage is good, and we had 0.4 amps before on here. We now have 8.3 amps of charging. So this makes a massive difference actually, and like I say, 95% of the time we never do this, they just stay in a fixed position. During the day we get tons of energy from these panels, more than our requirements really, with switching the fridge off at night. Just in very rare occasions like this in the morning, and occasionally when we were going to Corsica, we were on one tack for hours and hours and hours and hours, and in that case it kind of makes sense to rotate these and leave them, but otherwise I just leave them where they are. So there we are, just thought I'd show you that in case it's of interest or useful to anybody. So everybody, this is a tip from Rossella.
Well, I'm sure many I look like Cugino Heat. How you call it, the one from Adam's family?
Cousin it from the Adams family.
I'm sure the majority, many women knows about these. It's just a towel, but it's got this shape, and then you put your hair around here.
Just do it and show us. It's ace. I find it quite funny.
But I'm sure many women knows that. I've seen it years ago, but I just bought it recently, and it's supposed to help you dry obviously your hair like a towel could do, but this one is more handy because it's already got the shape and it's got a button. So they start drying while, I don't know, you just do other things, whatever you want to do. Makeup, not in this case for me. I thought maybe, yeah. And then you just put like that. Look a bit silly. And then you put the button like that, and then you're free to do whatever you want in the meantime. Obviously it doesn't dry completely your hair, but it takes away all the moisture.
Yeah.
So then it's easier to dry them with the hair dryer or whatever.
Who knew? Fish like peach. Shh, don't tell Rossella. She'll go bananas. She's got a phobia about fish.